Today we are discussing the 12th level chapter, and the chapter name is Definite Integrals. And in this chapter, at first we are discussing the point one by one. The first point is integration as a limit of a sum. The second point is fundamental theorem of integral calculus. And the third point is the three important reduction formula, and the formula name is Willis formula. So at first we are discussing the first point, that is the integration as a limit of the sum. We are discussing at the first point. So at first we are discussing integration as a limit of the sum. So the diagram is there, and in this diagram S is the all area of all. That is, we are discussing all area is considered as a S. And now the rectangle area, these are the rectangle area, this area, this all area, this is a small rectangle area. Sum of the small rectangles area is denoted as the S1. So in this figure we are putting some point, that is a point, then after A is the small increasing of H, then A plus H, and successively we are adding the point up to the end. So this is the B point, so B is equal to A plus NH. That is in this succession we can say S1 is equal to H times of summation of R is equal to 0 to n minus 1 f of A plus RH. And in that sense S1 is the lesser of S. That is, we are consider S1. S1 means this all, these small rectangles, and S means all. These are all include with these rectangles. That is, the S is in greater than the S1. If in this consideration, if n is tends to infinity, then S1 is S. That is, limit, if limit H tends to 0, then S1 is equal to S. So the integration as a limit of the sum, the summary is integration a to b fx dx is equal to limit H tends to 0, H times of summation of R is equal to 1 to n f of A plus RH, whereas NH is equal to B minus A. Now in the second part, that is fundamental theorem of integral calculus, suppose fx is a single value bounded continuous function on the closed interval AB. On the closed interval AB, then we can find another function phi x. Then we can find the another function phi x such that phi dash of x is equal to fx. So in that sections we can say limit a to b fx dx is equal to phi of b minus of phi of a. This is the fundamental theorem of integral calculus, and in this part, that is the indefinite integral part, fundamental theorem of integral calculus is an important component in discussion. So we are moved to the next, that is the three important reduction formula, and the formula has a unique name, Willis formula, or it may be Willis formula. Now among the three important reduction formula, the first formula is limit 0 to pi by 2 sin x to the power n dx. Sin x to the power n dx is equal to n minus 1 multiple with n minus 3 multiple with 3 into 1 divided with n into n minus 2 4 into 2 and multiple with pi by 2, and when n is positive and even, and similarly when n is positive and odd, then this will be n minus 1 multiplied with n minus 3 and multiplied with dot 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 4 into 2 and divided with n into n minus 2 dot 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 5 into 3. So these are the first formula among the three formula. Now we are discussing the next formula, that is the second formula of important reduction formula. And the first formula is only when this is the n is positive and even, and this is only when n is positive but odd. Now we are discussing the second formula among the three. The second formula says that the limit 0 to pi by 2 and cos of x to the power n dx is equal to n minus 1 multiplied with n minus 3 and multiplied with successively dot 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 3 into 1 divided with n multiplied with n minus 2 dot 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 multiplied with 4 into 2 and alls multiplied with pi by 2 and alls this all multiplied with pi by 2 when n is positive and even. And similarly, when n is positive but odd, then this formula will be n minus 1 times of n minus 3 times of dot 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 4 times of 2 divided with n into n minus 2 dot 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 multiplied with 5 into 3. So this is a complete of the second formula among the three. Now we are discussing the last formula of the three important reduction formula. So we move to the last formula. Now we are discussing the last formula among the three. The third formula is limit 0 to pi by 2 sin x to the power m multiplied with cos x to the power m dx is equal to m minus 1 multiplied with m minus 3 dot 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 multiplied with 1, and this is a bracket, second bracket, and the multiple with n minus 1 multiplied with n minus 3 dot 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 1 and divided with m plus n multiplied with m plus n minus 2 dot 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 4 into 2 and wholes multiple, and all these are multiplied with pi by 2, and the condition is m and n are positive and the evens. So this is the condition, that is if m and n are not positives and not even, then these are not wholes. This is only hold when m and n are positive and even. Now the next part, when at least one of m and n's are positive and odd, then this formula turns to m minus 1 times of m minus 3 dot 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 multiplied with 1 or multiplied with 2 or 1, and this is multiplied with n minus 1 multiplied with n minus 3 dot dot 2 or 1 divided with m plus n multiplied with m plus n minus of 2 dot dot 2 or 1. So this is the third formula of the important reduction formula. So this is the complete of our today's sections, and today we are discussing the 12th level chapter, and the chapter name is definite integral. In this chapter we are discussing some important formula. Hope these discussions will help you to understand this chapter better, and when you practicing this chapter in future, then this video will enrich your knowledge about this chapter. Okay, next day class 9th level video will be uploaded.